help me feed my cats. Scouts all over the world are looking for creative ways to learn, advance in ranks, improve their skills, and have fun. Well, you've come to the right place because it's time for Scout Saturday Live!
It's Scout Saturday Live with Taylor Bell, Nathaniel Cox, Jai Dooley, Charlotte Green, Cameron Irvine, Miranda Janae, Bailey Vincent, and Sam Yamashita. And now, it's Scout Saturday Live.
Welcome to episode 13 of Scout Saturday Live. It is so great to have you all here with us today. I'm your host, Miranda Janae, and I am so very excited because we have another action-packed show with some incredible things to both see and do.
Hi guys, I hope you're having a great start to your weekend. As a kid, I found it hard to understand how one tiny action from one person could make a difference. Even some adults have a hard time understanding this. But when you consider how many people watch this show, and if we were all to do something small, like for example, pick up a piece of trash, imagine how much trash we'd all clean up. A lot, right?
Exactly, but let's take it one step further. What happens if every scout that watches our show asked another scout to join them? Then we would have double the amount of scouts picking out trash. That'd be totally radical.
So when you wonder how just one person can make a difference, just think about our example. And remember, it all starts with you. Today we're going to show you how you can make a difference and have a good time along the way.
Today's show is really packed with advancement opportunities, but you can't earn them if you don't participate. So after today's show, get off the couch and do the things you're going to see on today's show. And remember, have fun.
A few weeks ago, we introduced you to the Christopher family in Bossier City, Bossier City, Louisiana. John, Nathaniel, Patrick, and Leslie. Well, we've arranged for them to go on a bit of an adventure. Have a look.
Hi everyone! I'm John Christopher.
And I'm Nathaniel Christopher.
And we're back on another beautiful weekend on Scout Saturday Live.
That's right, John. We're excited to bring all of you on a SWAT tour!
Let's go!
We're hoping to see some wildlife on our tour of the bayou.
There's no guarantee, but watch out for alligators, turtles, and snakes. They're all very common here.
We can see some pretty large birds too, like pelicans, egrets, and herons.
Baby, go on the bayou. Next day to go on the bayou.
Hey, Leslie.
What?
Did you know that the word bayou is native to Louisiana? It's supposed to be a twist on the Native American word bayou, from a small stream.
I have no idea.
Patrick, there's trash.
See it? Can you get it? Right there.
Good job!
Got it!
Scouts all around the world are taught the importance of conservation, taking care of the world, and preserving land just like this. The outdoor code has to be considerate, and the outdoors in the conservation minded. That's right, and one of the ways we can do this is by leaving it the way we found it. Leave no trace. Exactly. That is what we just did. We hope you had a great time with us on the bayou, and we hope you learned something along the way. I want to thank Captain Ron SWAT Tours for the great ride.
Ready, everyone?
1, 2, 3.
Bye!
You guys, that was incredible. I loved how you were able to spot different animals along the way and even find some trash and pick it up. Great job. Just like Swayze said, one person can make a difference, and it all starts with you.
That is so true. And in the case of the Christopher family, one family, the one thing that might have been helpful for them to have is some kind of chart to allow them to identify all the different animals that live in the swamp environment. What did you think, Charlotte?
Great idea, Nathaniel. And that leads us to our first project of the day. We're going to create a wildlife identification chart. Since our South Saturday Live viewers live all around the world, it's probably a good idea to get some other scouts from different areas to do this project with me. So, Taylor, since you live in Tennessee, can you join in?
Sure.
Great, thank you. Now, I'm in California, and Taylor is in Tennessee. Let's try to find someone in a different environment. Here's Medlin and David, a tiger and webelow scout from Pack 482 in Fleming Island, Florida. It's great to meet both of you. Thank you for joining us. Can you do a project with us?
We'd be happy to.
Great, then we're good to go. Start by doing a little research. Do your best to figure out what animals live in your area. You can always check on the internet with your parent or guardian's permission. Imagine if we were going on a hike, a walk, or a bike ride. What animals might you see? Depending on where you live, the animals are going to be different. For example, Mac, our friend from Uganda, might have elephants or giraffes or hippos and zebras on his list. Taylor, what animals live in your area?
So far, I have snakes, squirrels, skunks, raccoons, and possums. Oh, and owls. Woo-hoo! It's kind of hard to think of them all.
You're right. Well, in addition to using the internet, you can always do your own research the old-fashioned way by going to the library. Speaking of which, it's time to introduce our new guest, and here to help me with that is Max, our go-to scout in the Transatlantic Council. Hi, Max.
Hi, Charlotte. It's great to see you again.
It's great to see you again too, Max. It seems like you have some scouting friends all over the world. Who are you going to introduce us to now?
I'm actually going to introduce you to my troop senior patrol leader. This is going to seem a little strange to most of you, but my troop covers a wide area in Europe. I'm in Hamburg, Germany, and Sam, my senior patrol leader, is in Dublin, Ireland. Sam is going to show us something truly spectacular. Go for it, Sam.
Hello, Scout Saturday Live fans from around the world. It's great to be with you on today's show. My name is Sam Gray, and I'm in Troop 802, located here in Dublin, Ireland. One of the things that I really love about Scout Saturday Live is we get to do things and even see things that we don't normally get to see and do. It's really amazing to see scouts from all around the world, and today I'm one of them. I'm here at Trinity College, one of Dublin's most popular attractions. This is Ireland's oldest university. It was founded in 1592 by Queen Elizabeth I. Now normally this area would be bustling with students, but since it's Saturday, they're probably all sleeping in. One of the most famous buildings in Trinity College is the old library, but instead of telling you about it, I'm going to show you. So come on, let's go. This part of the library is known as the long room, and it's definitely pretty long. The library has over 6 million publications, and this room alone houses 200,000 of the library's oldest books. The long room is 65 meters long. That's 213 feet. Originally, it did not have a second floor, but in the 1850s, the library was given permission to get a copy of every single book that had ever been published in Ireland and Britain. So the upper gallery was built. Today, the old library at Trinity College remains Ireland's biggest library. Well, I've just finished my book, but probably the most famous book here in Trinity is the Book of Kells. The Book of Kells is said to be Ireland's greatest cultural treasure. Millions come each year to look at this precious 9th century manuscript. Monks would spend hours upon hours copying the Latin text of the 4 Gospels of the Christian Bible and then decorating it with exquisite colors, intricate illustrations, and ornate writing. Over the years, the library has had many famous visitors, including my friend here, Jonathan Swift, author of Gulliver's Travels. He was a student here over 350 years ago. Most of the books in this part of the library are so old that they are priceless, historical treasures. It's amazing to think about all the subjects, knowledge, and information that the students here at Trinity College have access to. For all you older Scouts who are watching, if you're thinking about where you might want to go to college, perhaps Trinity College is for you. I want to thank the faculty and students of Trinity College for giving me permission to be here today, as we show you another spectacular global location here on Scout Saturday Live. Bye.
That's incredible. Thanks, Sam. Charlotte, rumor has it that the design and look of the Hogwarts school in the Harry Potter movies was inspired by the long room at the old library.
I heard that too. I can see the resemblance. Thanks, Max. We'll check back in with you later on the show. Now that you've done all your research, print out some small photos of the animals that are on your list and glue them to a piece of paper. You can also use these photos to create an actual chart, like this one. How about your Florida animals? What have you come up with, Medlin and David?
We have lots of different animals that can be found here on Fleming Island, especially because there are land animals and animals that can be found in the water. I did mine with ocean animals. Dolphins, sharks, fish, and crabs. And I did mine with land animals like the different types of birds and the fox. The alligator and the Florida black bear too.
Great job. We'll show you how you can use the charts in a little bit. But first, here's Nathaniel.
Thanks, Charlotte. Great job, you guys. Scouts, 2 weeks ago on our last episode, I had a really great time with the Standing on Cups experiment. If you missed that episode, it was episode 12, and I highly suggest you check it out. Well, one of our viewers, Yosef from Seattle, also had a great time. Yosef, are you there?
Hi, Nathaniel. I'm here. How are you?
Hi, Yosef. I'm great. Thank you. I remember you. You were the scout that did the first clue on our Globe Runner episode. Welcome back. I hear that you did the Standing on Cups project too, right?
I did. I kind of turned it into a little competition. See how high I can safely go. My mom was there to help me, and I also had a pretty tall step ladder, which made it easy to step on the platform and cups.
Yep. I needed some help from my uncle and my dad. It would have been very difficult to get on the platform without any help. So, how high did you go? 2, 3 layers?
No, not exactly, a bit higher than that.
4, 5?
8.
What? No way! Are you serious? Wow, that's incredible, and maybe just a little bit crazy, but definitely awesome. So, what did you learn aside from the fact that you're gut of steel?
I definitely learned about how to distribute weight works. Also, I learned that I can be confident in myself. I was scared at first, and then I thought, this is pretty cool. So I kept on going until I touched the ceiling. Then I thought about what else I could stand on. I heard that it was possible to stand on eggs too, and that they wouldn't break. So I had to try it myself. I've actually been standing on them this whole time, see?
Wow, that's incredible. Great job, Yosef. So glad that you did this project and you had your mom and Adele to help you out. We've got a Scout Saturday Live patch heading your way. Keep up the great work.
Thanks, Nathaniel. Bye.
Bye, Yosef. Great seeing you. Keep tuning in for more fun stuff. If any of you do the projects at home that you see us do on our show, make sure that you take pictures of the project and send them in to us. They might even be featured on the show, just like Yosef's project. Make sure that you first get your parents' permission and then email us at ScoutSaturdayLive at scouting.org.
Anytime my troop goes on a backpacking trip, we always make sure to carefully plan things out. And that includes mapping out exactly where we're going to go. Aside from it being a smart idea for everybody to know the route, you can also determine the distance you're traveling.
There are a few reasons why this is important. The first is that you want to make sure you're planning a trip that is achievable by the people who are participating in it. In other words, if you're leading a hike for Cub Scouts, then maybe it should be a mile or so. But if you're leading a hike for older Scouts, then maybe a 5-mile hike might be okay.
Let's take a look at how you can figure this out. It's actually fairly simple. All you need to do is go to Google Maps with your parents' permission. Once there, you'll see a box on the left side of your screen up here that says Search Google Maps. That is where you enter your initial location. So, for example, if I wanted to plan a bike ride around Central Park in New York, maybe see my sister, I'll type in Central Park, New York, into that box. And here we are.
Now you can see the map of Central Park. You can zoom out if it isn't fitting on your screen. I'm going to show you guys a really cool tool that not everybody knows about, the measurement tool. So let's say we want to start a bike ride at the corner of 86th and Central Park West, right about here. Just right click or 2-finger click if you're on a Mac and go to the bottom and there's your measurement tool. Go ahead and click on that.
You'll see that there's a dot on your map. See? Right here. This is the starting point for your bike ride. The next step is to continue clicking to add dots wherever you want to go on your bike ride. You can see that I'm clicking to add a dot at every corner or turn, and every time I do that, the distance is added to the total. Bam! When you're done, you can see the total distance right here. All you have to do now is print out the screen and have a perfect map to follow for your trip.
Now, before we move on, let's take a minute to recognize the packs, troops, crews, ships, and posts who have all been watching the show. It's time for our unit shoutouts. A big hello to Pack 164 from Union City, Pennsylvania, Troop 575 from Miami, Florida, Pack 117 from Wauwatosa, Wisconsin, Pack 312 from Las Vegas, Nevada, Ship 550 from Long Beach, California, Crew 47 from Easton Rapids, Michigan, Troop 331 from Houston, Texas, Troop 878 from Houston, Texas, Pack 91 from Lake City, Florida, Troop 125 from Okemos, Michigan, Pack 526 from Anaheim, California, Pack and Troop 38 from Newark, New Jersey, Pack 226 from Prairieville, Louisiana, and Troop 867 from Jacksonville, North Carolina. Thank you all so much for watching. Now, once you have your map printed, all you have left to do is make sure you have the appropriate supplies prepared, like your 10 essentials, and go on your way. Right, Max?
Exactly. Now let's join my friend Luke from Troop 865 of the Transatlantic Council in Copenhagen. He's already mapped out a great bike ride and he's ready to take us along with him. We're going to put a map on the screen so you can see where we're going. You're ready to go, Luke.
Hi everyone, it's great to be back. I'm Luke Anderson from Troop 865 of the Transatlantic Council in Copenhagen, Denmark. Today I'm going to take you on a bike ride. Cycling is a really big deal in Copenhagen. About 50% of the population ride bikes instead of driving cars. Each day, people cycle an average of 1.4 million kilometers. That's nearly 870,000 miles. Our bike tour today is going to bring us to some of the most famous places in Copenhagen. Starting right here. Behind me is Nyhavn, a 17th century waterfront canal and entertainment district. Roughly 1/3 of a mile long, it is lined by brightly colored buildings that were built in the 17th and early 18th centuries. When people around the world think of Copenhagen, most of them think of Nyhavn and its colorful buildings. Well, let's get going. Our next stop is Royal Palace. Queen Margrethe is the Queen of Denmark, and Amalienborg Palace is where she lives while she is in Copenhagen. There are 4 identical palaces in this square, which are situated along the Copenhagen harbor. The Queen lives in one, Crown Prince Frederick and his family live in another, and 2 others are used for receptions and a museum. If the Danish flag is flying above the palace, that means the Queen's there. No flag today, so the Queen's out of town. Amalienborg is guarded day and night by royal lifeguards. Every day, there is a changing of the guard in front of Amalienborg and Hans Christian Andersen was born in 1805 and is Denmark's most well-known writer. He's famous for his fairy tales, which include The Ugly Duckling, The Emperor's New Clothes, The Snow Queen, and The Little Mermaid. This statue of the Little Mermaid in Copenhagen harbor has become the recognized symbol of the city of Copenhagen. We will now go through the King's Gardens on the way to Rosenborg Castle. This is the most popular spot in the city to relax, read a book, or have a picnic with your friends. The sign means no riding allowed, so since a scout is obedient, we will walk our bikes to the castle. Rosenborg Castle was built in 1606 by the Danish king Christian IV. Some of the interesting things to see are the long hall where the thrones are located, and the Danish crown jewels collection, which includes the crown of King Christian IV. This is Christiansborg Palace. The first castle was built here in 1167. You can visit the ruins of it in a museum under the current palace, which was finished in 1928. Christiansborg is where the Danish Parliament, Danish Prime Minister's office, and the Supreme Court of Denmark are located. Also, several parts of the palace are used by the Queen, including the royal reception rooms, the palace chapel, and the royal stables. You can even go to the top tower and get an amazing view of the city. Aside from the adventure and exercise, I'm sure you know that biking and planning a bike trip like this checks off a bunch of requirements for both scouting advancement and even some merit badges. It's easy to plan a bike ride and see amazing things along the way. It's also fun to do with your family. I know you can't see her right now, but my mom is also along for the ride today too. Made our way to Tivoli Gardens, an amusement park here in Copenhagen. The park opened on August 15th, 1843, and is the second oldest operating amusement park in the world, after Bakken, which is only 30 minutes from here. This is the last stop for our bike tour of Copenhagen. I hope you've had a great time and go on your own bike tour. If you do, make sure to send a photo and email them to us with your parents' permission. That's it for me. I'll be back in a few weeks when I show you how to do a little Danish cooking. Bye, or as they say in Danish, vi ses.
Okay, that was amazing. It's so beautiful there. Thank you so much, Luke. Now, it's all your turns to plan an amazing adventure. You can even bring your animal spotting chart that Charlotte showed us how to make and see how many animals you can find along the way. Well, that's it from the Transatlantic Council for this episode. See you soon. Bye!
Thanks, Max. Now, here's a sneak peek of what's coming up on the next episode of Scout Saturday Live. We're headed back to the farm for some fun with Jacob.
Hi guys, it's Jacob here. The crops are almost ready to harvest. When it's time, I'll show you how to drive a grain cart. See you soon. Bye.
I can't wait. Plus, lots of other things, including a game you will not want to miss. Tune in 2 weeks from today on Saturday, October 10th.
Don't forget, you can always visit us at our website and find information about today's shows, videos of past episodes, our advancement tracker, and so much more. Visit us at bsa-la.org/SSL.
Thank you so much to Eventine for generously supporting our program. Eventine is an online service that helps Scout units organize and run campouts, field trips, Eagle projects, and fundraisers. For more information, check out their website at eventine.com.
Hey guys, do you have an idea for an upcoming show? Or maybe you have a project you'd like to see us do? Or maybe you just have a question? Well, with your parents' permission, you can send us an email. You can email us at ScoutSaturdayLive@scouting.org.
Okay, Scouts, today's your last day to cast your vote and enter our contest for the greatest Scout camp in the world. We have hundreds of votes to sort through to narrow it down to the top 5 Scout camps in the world. Make sure to go to our website. The address is right there at the bottom of your screen. It's bsa-la.org/SSL. There, you'll find the nomination form and the contest rules. If you want your vote to count, make sure to vote before midnight tonight.
If you'd like to learn more about Scouting or know someone who may want to join in all of this fun, be sure to visit beascout.org to find a Scouting unit near you. Now, go on and plan an amazing adventure. Take some photos or videos and show us what you did. Now remember, be safe and wash your hands with soap and water. I'll be seeing you in 2 weeks. Bye!
Force.
Look, no hands.
Whoa! Distance right here. All you have to do now is print out the map and have the perfect follow.
It's your last day. Messed up.